Hi friends. So should I say I live in India, or I live at India, or she jumped in the pool, or she jumped into the pool? So all these sentences sound quite similar, okay, but there may be a slight difference in the meaning of the sentence based on few words used, such as in, into, in, at, etc. So all these words are called as prepositions. So now let's explore prepositions in this video. A word which indicates relationship between words in a sentence. Okay, for example, I live in India. Here, the preposition in shows the relationship between I, which is a pronoun, and India, which is a noun. So this is one such example of usage of preposition in. So it is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship with some other word in the sentence. So here, the pronoun in shows the relationship between I and India, between these two words in a sentence. I live in India. Here the preposition in is placed in front of the noun India to show the relationship between the subject I and the noun India. So there are three types of prepositions. They are prepositions of time, place and movement. These are some commonly used prepositions which are categorized into time, place and movement. So as we can see in the slide, they are at, on, in, during, after, since, which come under prepositions of time. Next, opposite, behind, between under prepositions of place. Next, on, upon, along, through, etc. under prepositions of movement. So let's discuss about the first type, preposition of time. She reached home at 6 p.m. That means the subject reached home at what time? At 6 p.m. So here at comes under the preposition of time because it is used to tell about the time of the subject or the action performed by the subject. Hence, she reached home at 6 p.m. or at 9 p.m., at 1 p.m., etc. Or we can say she reached home in the evening. In the evening. So without the preposition, the sentence becomes she reached home the evening, which is completely meaningless. Hence, the preposition in describes the time of the action performed by the subject. Okay, it is used to show the relationship between the subject with the other words in the sentence. For example, here evening or morning or afternoon comes under adverbs of time. Okay, she reached home in the morning or in the afternoon. And one exception in this scenario is we say she reached home at night. We don't say in the night. She reached home at night. Next, Tina joined the company on Monday or on 15th September. So the preposition on is used in case of names of days and dates. On 15th September or 1st October, or she joined the company on Saturday, or she applied for a leave on Monday. Next, Munni came to her grandparents' house in summer or in 2020. The preposition in is used for the names of months, years and seasons. In summer, in winter season, or in 2001. But there are few other exceptions. I have booked the train this morning. So if you want to use the determiner this, then we don't need any preposition. So here I haven't used any preposition in the sentence. I have booked the train. I don't say in this morning, on this morning. I can just simply say that I have booked the train this morning, or they have postponed their travel plan to next weekend. Here to is a preposition but comes under preposition of movement, which will be discussed in the later slides. Next, they attended the meeting last week. We need not say they attended the meeting in the last week or on last week. And I go to office every day. So in front of the word every, I didn't use any preposition. Okay. Next, these are some other examples for the preposition of time. So here we can see the use of for. We played cricket for 2 hours. Here it shows the duration of an action performed by the subject we. I brought these fruits, okay, or flowers for you. So in this sentence, we use the word or the preposition for to show that the subject does some favor to the object or to some other person. For you. Next, since is used to mention the duration of the action. Similar to for, since is also used for the duration of the action. We had been playing cricket since 2 hours. Means they started the match 2 hours back and still they might be continuing. He had been playing cricket since 2 hours. Past perfect continuous. The sentence is in past perfect continuous. She has been working here since 2001. That means she started her work in the office in 2001, or she has joined the company in the year 2001, and till date she is still continuing the action, or she is still working for the company. Then in such case we use since. Sony learnt the songs by watching YouTube. So here the action performed by the subject. The action is performed by the subject by watching the YouTube. The maid cleaned the floor with a mop. Here with is a preposition. That means using this mop she has cleaned the floor. So all these are the prepositions, and few tell about the time, and with is not a preposition of time, but just for the sake of usage I have included this example here. So it shows the purpose of the, or it shows the usage of the word with in this sentence. With what or with which object the action was performed. Then we have the usage of preposition until. Raj can use his parents' car until 5 p.m. So till 5 p.m. he can use the car, but after that, after 5 p.m. he cannot use it. So there is a time limit. So to tell about the time limit, we use the preposition until. He can do the action until 5 p.m. Later he cannot continue the action. Next, the children will complete their final exams by April, as it is mentioned here. So before April the action will be completed. Okay, the children will complete their final exams by April. So before this month the action will be completed. So all may sound similar, the meanings may be similar, but it depends upon the usage. Difference between during and while. While is not a preposition, but in order to show the difference I have included here. Let's understand the difference between during and while. The child fell asleep during the lunch break. So during is used along with a noun. Here lunch break is a noun and it tells about the time period. So maybe the lunch break is for half an hour or 40 minutes. So during that period the child fell asleep. Next, Sam looked confident during the interview. So in that time period, in that particular time period, okay, he looked confident or he seemed confident during the interview. Here, interview is a noun. During we use along with a noun. Similarly, Raj has been listening to music while he was driving the car. So, while is usually used along with a subject and a verb. So here, he is the subject and driving is the verb. So, while plus subject plus verb. Next, he hurt himself while skiing. So, while he was skiing or skiing. So, while he was skiing, he hurt himself. And we use while along with a gerund. Gerund is nothing but noun with ing form. So it looks like a verb, but actually it's a noun. And a noun with ing form. Skiing. He hurt himself while skiing. So during is used with a noun and while is used along with a subject and verb and along with a gerund. So we cannot say Raj has been listening to music during he was driving the car. So this is completely a wrong usage. Next, prepositions of place. So at represents a specific point. Okay, for example, I live at 7th Cross Road. So here I live at a specific location. I specifically mention the place at 7th Cross Road in ABC Colony. So in is used. In is a preposition which is used to mention an area. Okay, and in Chennai. So Chennai is Chennai or any other city or state or country. It's a vast area, not surrounded by a specific boundary or a closed area. It's not a closed area. Cities and states are huge area. So in such cases we say in. Our house is beside a library. So beside is another preposition of place. So our house is located or situated beside a library and the library is in front of the supermarket. Okay, and the supermarket is by the sea. That means it's nearby the sea. So these are some of the prepositions of place. And difference between and among. Between is used when an object is placed between two other objects. Okay, the boy who is sitting between Mary and John. So he is sitting in the middle and to his left maybe he has Mary and to his right he has John. Okay, between, and he is among the top 10 students. So among a group or in a group. Okay, he is the only student who is selected. Okay, here he is among the top 10 students who has been selected for the competition. I cannot say he is between the top 10 students. If I want to mention a group of people or students, I use the preposition of place among. Next, I went from Bangalore to Hyderabad. So here it represents the source and the destination from one place to another. Okay, so these are some of the examples for prepositions of place. So these are some other examples such as in the box, under, on, next, in front of and between, okay, above, below. So there are slight differences between under, below and above or over. So let's discuss about under and below.